Alright, so I figured I'd do a quick update. It's been about a month now. It's costing me $7.11 a month to operate the tank. That's at 81 degrees. That's lights, pump, that's everything. There's a single outlet that supplies power to that whole entire thing. I've got like a kilowatt measuring device thing. It tells you the watts and amps and all that. So I'm super happy with the Water Blaster 5000. That thing is drawing even significantly less than what they even quote it for. It's like 0.45 amps. It's just nothing. It's rated for, I can't remember. Whatever, well, I don't even remember the numbers. All I know is when I checked the amp, I was like, holy fucking crap. Everybody says they're like super efficient and their numbers are generous. So that's the pump, man. Dead silent. You can't hear anything running. Right now I'm doing my automatic water change. It kicks on with the timer in the morning. pH is good. This tank is running real good. You can see it changed the light bulbs in this one from the 5050s down to 4000 or 4100 bulb in it. Makes everything look a little more natural for me. I changed the plants around a little bit, kind of getting settled. There's 3 silver dollars still in there, my original 3. They're doing great. Their colors are really good now. The GH and the KH on this tank are super low, just like we want it. pH is still a little high. I haven't started running it on peat moss balls yet, but I think I'm going to wait till I get the rest of the fish in. The other tank, can't stress enough for you folks. If you're going to bring new fish home from the fish store, don't put them in your big tank. Those fish were in there a week before the ick broke out. I've got a UV on it. You see the little blue glow there on the bottom. The UV was keeping up with it pretty good, but there was, people talk about some salt, putting like dock wellfish's salt or any kind of, aquarium salt in your aquariums, and I used to do it, and I didn't believe a whole lot in it. We had a bad run of ick. Probably half the fish in there were showing signs. Some of them pretty significant. I'm sure one of them brought it in. So thank gosh you don't move them over your tank. And it was probably a week before it showed. 2 weeks it showed pretty hard. And by the 3rd week it was pretty much all gone. Seemed to go through about a 3-day cycle. The tank is jacked up to about 85 degrees. UV's on 24/7. Put the salt in, and that seemed to finish it. At week 3, now we're just about into week 4. At week 3, after I put the salt in, they all quit. It's been several 3-day cycles now through what the ick should have hatched and came out. I see no signs. Some little scars on some scales, but I'm still going to give this thing at least another 2 weeks. So it's a full 3 weeks of symptom-free before I even consider moving them over to the big tank. So I'll drop in here just one last time. We do have this sump pump set up now. That's an extra fitting. So what happens is an emergency situation, water would fill all the way to the top of that white line and drip down into the sump and get pumped out. It's got a float switch inside it. But under normal water change, in that very bottom little 90-degree rating here, there's a little hole at the water line. The electric timer turns on the refrigerator ice maker valve, puts in water through my RO system right into this space. It drips like right on top of the return pump. That should send clean, brand new water up into the tank. And an overflow water fills this up slowly, and as it trips the float switch off, it just extracts it and pumps it out. It runs on a timer every day, 45 minutes. It gets me about a gallon a day. So maybe a gallon and a half. It's pretty close to about a 10-15% water change a month. With only 3 fish in here, that's way more than I need. So this thing has not fluctuated other than my normal daily fluctuation on pH. We're currently running at 112. I don't know if we can see it in there. Let me turn the light on. So 110, 111, 112. So that's a constant pH. It runs up to about 1.25, 26 during the day. 1.1 or 7.10, 7.25. It varies about 0.1 or 79.9. That's holding temperature really good. So the valve is really nice. There's back there. You can see this kilowatt meter is telling me. I don't know if you can catch a glimpse of it or not. It's a funny angle it's on here. $86 a year. If you think about things and do it right, folks, you save yourself a lot of money. That's a big pump, and I'm just super happy with that amount of electric running through, the lights, everything. I thought this thing would cost twice this to operate. So it's in good shape. If it was acrylic, it'd be even cheaper because it would maintain heat better. So it is a 500 watt heater, which is huge, but I'm planning on potentially going to a bigger tank on this wall. So, and I don't want to invest a bunch of money into another heater another time around. They last about forever if you get good ones. So anyway, that's the update. pH, everything is running just like we want. I mean, everything is looking really great. Ick, you know, that's what you get when you bring fish home. So there was 17 to start. I think there's 13 or 14 made it through the 3 weeks. A couple of them died out right in the beginning. So, but they're growing. They're doing good. They're ready to get over to that other tank as soon as they're symptom free. Thanks, folks. I'll bring another one in maybe another couple of weeks after I do some water parameter checks after 2 months and see where we're at. Oh, P.S. I do not have any kind of salt, dock wellfish salt or anything in this tank. I don't. That's going to screw up my hardness and stuff in there. I don't want that. But for this tank, that's probably what made the difference on the ick. There's no copper sulfate. There's no changing crazy water schedule trying to get rid of the ick. I'm telling you, get the UV. You keep the thing at a constant warmer temperature. Oxygenate the water well. If you got a really bad fish, get him out of there and get rid of him. You know, if he's really, really in bad shape, he's going to hardly make it anyway. But ick is not something that's easy to get rid of sometimes. But I tell you, between the UV and salt, done deal. So, thanks again.